Bacon, after potentially another wonderful secret role, someone's gonna come and visit you to announce their presence in the city.
Great.
The ghouls
That-
will, one of the ghouls will escort him in to your office. Stay by the door, just in case. Let's see. This fucker. Yeah, he bows to you and waits for you to address him.
Okay, just out of character before. Usually how goes this procedure? Nobody presented themselves to me yet.
Well, they step on by, generally tell you what their intentions are, and you either tell them to fuck off after a few nights or let them stay if they want to stay. It's
Okay.
generally pretty free form. It's like a casual, oh hey, yeah, I'm here, except it's mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh.
as formal as both you and they make it, basically.
He's certainly erring on the side of formality, in case you're an asshole Ventru.
He is not wrong. I am asshole venture. So he just, uh, please, you may talk.
Uh, Thank you. My name is Michelle Warner, and I'm looking for permission to stay in the city. I had heard that you are accepting of certain kinds of people.
Did. So of what kind would you be?
If I may demonstrate?
Did?
Mm-hmm.
Was that
This
a
is where you
yes?
either say yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Gonna actually step to the side so he can roll 20. Why? There we go. Bugging. So he can see behind the table, and you are gonna feel something touch your leg. The shadows below the table are reaching up to touch you.
Yes. What I was expecting.
Aha! You have fallen into my trap, eh? Roll initiative. No, you're fine.
I know.
That
I
would
have
be a
my
fun
cool
way to
hair.
assassinate the prince, eh? Shadow
It would
tentacles!
It would. I was expecting him just to slightly move the shadows, but
It's not a tentacle. But shadow play is physically feelable. If he has those higher level powers, he's not using them, and he's doing it in a way that the ghoul can't see, which the ghoul doesn't like, by the way.
okay. Looking at him, does he seem to be at humanity, or the usual path of night?
Or something else.
Yeah, you would be able to sense you've been in his presence for a while. He does not seem to be on a nasty path at the very least. Not
Yeah,
an outright fucked up one. Though probably either humanity or something tame like Honorable Accord.
Yes, the cabaret usually accepts people with them, so I see. Yes, you are welcome to the city. Anything particular that you may be interested in doing here?
In general, a safe place where a group of people that should be obvious can't get at me and people related to me.
Yes, I believe that yes would be a safe place.
He nods.
Are you going to tell him about the places assigned to the Trebu and others?
Yeah, I would ask my common sense now, as would what would be the correct move now?
Uh, if you want to go through with your plan to build up the La Sombra presence so you can use them as a resource when shit goes down, now would be the time to do it. So if you promise him your help in exchange for a promise that he will help fight and defend this city, that might be the obvious way to go about it. Because this is the first La Sombra anti-tribute, or so you assume, that's shown up. And if you turn this one away, more might not come once the word gets out.
Yes, I see. I would be willing to help you to deal with those people. In exchange, I would like you to also help the city in defending against common enemies.
I believe that is fair as far as that goes, provided you don't just throw me in the thickest part of the fighting.
Uh, hey, common sense, quick question. Would be the moment that I say no, I usually let this to behind again growl. Would be bad here?
Not necessarily. Right
Yeah,
now, you are essentially both bargaining for just what this promise is likely to mean. So it's a question of how hard you want to push it, and you also don't know exactly how powerful this dude is yet.
It's not something that I would do. The thick of the fight would be dealt with those that are appropriate to it.
He raises an eyebrow at that.
I think that besides not being so a smart move, that would be the moment that he usually shows his usual Ventrue thickness. Is that why we have Thick and Grow and the Bruja on the Camarilla?
I bow to your judgment, sir. And I'm certainly willing to do my part, and I would hope that once enough time has passed for you to be able to trust me and I have shown my worth, that I might be allowed embrace rights as well.
Let's do with the time.
Of course. I just thought it wise to warn you that that is something I aspire to in the coming decades.
I will take note of this.
Uh, very well. I'm staying at such and such place. For now, I can get in contact with me here. I will inform your seneschal once I change residences. 2 more permanent ones. He's at this point essentially waiting expectantly to be dismissed.
Before you go, I have one last doubt. How do your people usually react to the acid?
Roll perception empathy.
Oh boy, try to take a life from the La Sombra.
He might not
I
be
mean,
that good at. I have no particular problem with them. They are our cousins after all.
this is the guy whose grandsire probably was keeping them locked up. The founder, at least.
His face, though, is essentially. Well, You can't tell what his face says. That's about all you get. You can probably
Okay.
guess that he's keeping something back, but no idea what.
Worst hypothesis, I made a terrible choice of promising power to the Jyhad.
It's fine, the Kissy just calls in the boon to try and expel this La Sombra. Or try and fuck with him in some way.
You may now go.
Thank you. I look forward to working with you in the future. Bows and heads out. So yeah, you have are you gonna inform others about this guy, or are you gonna keep him in case things go south and you need muscle? Just out of curiosity. Because this would be a good dude to keep on your personal payroll, and you could just essentially present him as being Ventru to the other vampires and have him be your secret weapon or something.
Would be a very smart idea, but dealing it this way, he would probably see what I'm going on, and
You don't want to
I,
feed him information in case he turns out to be rotten.
yeah.
Okay then.
And it's also a good way for the initial times to get some attention to him. As he's the first one, I'm not sure if he's actually a anti-tribu or just a Sabbath undercover.
Yeah. Well, common sense wise, you would know that if he is still on humanity, which you can't necessarily tell 100%, but if he is, and if he's older and more experienced, then there's almost zero chance of him being Sabbat. Not in that clan. Oh, that was loud.
Sorry, the delay did not let me mute me at the time. I think that I will keep him a somewhat secret, but probably let some people know about it.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, I think it would be the time that I try to call Halfdan and get rid of my prisoner.
Okay.
And also Vivian, to see what she wants to do with Byron.
Vivian does not have a phone number. The best you can do is call a Malkavian and ask them to pass a message.
They got a little bit angrier last time that I used them as a messenger.
Well, they just told you that next time it's a trivial boon. Or you can try and track her down normally.
Yeah, let's track her down normally.
Okay. How do you used to go about
Probably-
that? You can always send like a ghoul to go looking for her.
Probably if I look in the mirror and say Vivian 3 times, she just appears from nowhere.
Do you want to try that?
Out of character, any chance of that happening?
You don't know. It
No, he
might
wouldn't.
if there's powerful forces involved.
No, he would just send one of the ghouls to try to find her.
Okay. Excellent. Andy is gonna inform you that the Archon assigned to this area is gonna arrive tomorrow night to see how you're settling in. and essentially, check in.
Great. More problems.
I mean, it's fine. You're doing fine. You don't have anything to worry about, right?
Yeah, I mean, a few werewolves, some unrest with Tig and Drow.
Mm-hmm.
Some unrest among the Tremere.
Bacon.
Your sheriff doesn't like anybody right now.
Roll an unlikely luck to see if something horrible fails to happen.
Someone
Andy,
gets fucked.
about half an hour later, Andy will inform you that a powerful pair of Tremere elders are coming over from a neighboring city to talk with the regent and are calling ahead.
Fuck.
Fuck.
They will apparently be bringing a significant contingent of ghouls, like 6 to 8, due to having heard of recent troubles, armed with silver, and that you shouldn't be alarmed, it's not a hostile move against you.
I will ask Andy to just try to call them back and say that which route is not safe to go. Since he won't where the werewolves are.
I'm glad you liked that one, Aru.
Oh,
I think I
looks
should
like
also
some big shots are coming into town these days, huh?
I think I should also call the regent, tell him that he's going to have some visit.
Okay. Roll. Let's see if there's someone in Teddy's place. Yeah. Havdan isn't at home when you call. The regent, however, well, there is a scared voice that you don't recognize on the other end. Yes, hello?
The regent is on the pantry.
I think so. I can go and find him. Who should I say is calling?
The prince.
Okay. Yes, sir. Jackalor, a very scared-looking ghoul, tells you that the prince is calling for you.
I will. Yes, please send it to me. The call.
I
Transfer it.
It's the
I will do
57. I don't think he has the skills, even if that's possible.
I mean, of course it's totally possible. They did it all the time.
They
It's
would
like
have
how
a
telephones
switchboard, I
work.
think, in these times still.
Yeah, but he could essentially switch it to me. But whatever. Well, I mean,
You have a goon. He does not know how to operate a switchboard, Jackalor.
I mean, I don't know how to operate a switchboard. Assumed he would. He's immortal. He should do that, right? They do that.
He's
I think
backing
most of the
up
people in those times knew how to work a switchboard.
I think he's pressed against the wall now, looking at you in open-eyed horror.
I'm just going to get the phone now.
I'm so sorry!
Show me.
I'm so
Just
sorry.
show me.
Okay, sir, right away. Is your Auspex on?
Yes.
Roll with self-control at 5.
Well, can I roll my path of the focused mind? Since that
You are
adds
not
to wits.
expecting this. This is an expected sense
Okay.
overload.
Okay. Perception. No, wits, self-control. So.
At
What did you
5.
say?
At 5.
Yeah.
You have to stop and gag as the smell of fresh feces fills your nose. The ghoul looks at you, sees you choking and gagging, and runs.
Well, they'll have to teach him. I'll tell him to teach him some manners. The Tremere way.
Bacon, it's a good 10 minutes before the regent, sounding a little choked up, answers the phone.
Hello, my prince. Sorry for the delay.
I believe that you have a new ghoul.
Yes, we just acquired him.
Okay. I just calling to let you know that you will be having some visitors.
Yes, I've been expecting this. How many?
Uh, Two of them with 8 ghouls.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for informing me, my prince.
Well then, we shall return to my business.
Roll intelligence politics.
I'm pretty sure I understand exactly what's going on, but sure. What difficulty?
6. Two elders without neonates, or unless they're specifically fighter elders. This isn't a group sent to smoke you out of your stronghold. It's not quite
Yeah, no,
strong
that's-
enough. It's
No,
there to
it's
have a
not, but
stern
it's-
talking to you and show you that they might be able to smoke you out, possibly.
Oh yeah, that's effectively what I pieced together. That they're not here to kill me. They have brought more guys to do that, but they're here to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing.
If they were here to kill you, they would smash through the mirror with a Spetsnaz team.
Yeah, effectively. I will inform the others. I will inform the others so that they are, prepared for inspection.
Okay. You know, it's hard to tell, but there might be a little bit more of a pep in every Tremir's step that day. Oh, wonderful, wonderful times. Okay, so Vivian schools will have, towards the morning side of this night, have finished settling in, I'd say. So, if you want for the second part of the night to visit Elysium or go do something else that you want to do, you are free to do so.
All right. In that case, it would be to visit Elysium. We
Okay.
need to check this place out, see how things go. By the way, if I may mention, I do think I did tell the Malkavians about the ghoul stuff, right?
We can retcon and say that it's a thing. They're not all necessarily rushing, but several of them would have said that they're definitely gonna look into it.
Yeah, I think that's basically just what I wanted to make sure that. Yeah, people, no, ghouls, they are a thing. You can get them to a piece.
Yeah. We're gonna say Jackalor that the start of tomorrow night you will have recovered 1 point.
Okay.
And I will be going to Elysium then.
Okay. You are gonna go to Elysium. So, Demi, the Malkavians will be essentially poking and prodding at your broken gangrel. Their consensus is that he's definitely broken.
Are you going to actually seek professional help now?
Would you interfere in any way with this process is the important question. Also, you might be muted.
Yeah. He might even be AFK.
Demi?
He did say like a few minutes ago, "Be right back."
Oh, right. Well, in that case, Vivian, eventually you arrive at Elysium. There's a couple of Malkavians already there, apparently chatting with one of the gangrel. The one that caused a kerfuffle a while back.
Ooh, cool.
There's also another new face that you don't recognize.
I suppose I'll go introduce myself.
Okay. She just looks at you warily as you approach.
That's the new face.
Yes, indeed.
Hello there. What would your name be? Mine's Vivian.
Uh, hello, Vivian. Did you lose your parents?
Oh, yes. Quite a while ago, actually.
Well, I assume so. It's the middle of the night. Where do you live, little girl?
Here, there, places everywhere. Sometimes I go sleep with Halvdan. He's been nice, too.
What's her humanity rating? What does she think of this? I don't think she approves of this. Wait, you sleep with Halfdan?
Once in a while.
Oh.
I mean, one time there was a barrel, things like that.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Now, what's your name?
You
You haven't introduced yourself yet.
Listen, my name is Kenzie, and I'm gonna take care of you. You don't need to do these things and live on the street. You.
It's good for the moment. Don't worry. I'm getting to know the place.
No, listen, you need to come with me. I'll take you to a safe place. She tries to take you by the hand and lead you away. Away from the scary vampires.
Oh, do you wish to dance?
Oh my god. She's looking at the gathering with new eyes. That fucking bastard! Listen, you stay right here. I'm gonna have a talk with a friend of Halfdan's. Just stay right there, and she heads into into the group. Is your aspect on Epic?
Of course it is.
You hear her asking, "Where the fuck is the Malk Primage, and where is that bitch Walda?" Demi, roll perception alertness.
Difficulty 6, I presume?
I'm assuming you are at least partially distracted by the Malks pouring over Frank, so 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, the Malks are telling you that Frank is definitely broken, and from the way he's acting, someone fucking broke your gangrel.
That's not good. That's not good at all. The sheriff's not in the Elysium, right? Right now?
Not at the moment. Okay, Walda isn't in Elysium, so there isn't gonna be an incident just yet.
I'm gonna see.
I mean, I love how confused she is. As far as my character's concerned, this is perfect prank material.
You will need to roll
Well,
for humanity if someone gets hurt for this.
Oh yeah. Not intending to take it that far at all.
Not intending, but if it gets away from you, I'm warning you now. Um, yeah, who was it, Jeanette? Yeah, she's telling you that, someone's done, taken a blender to his brain and, scrambled eggs real good.
yeah, I can see that. Okay. I'm gonna need to get into touch with the sheriff. Could one of you tell Vivian so Vivian could tell the sheriff to get over here?
Uh, one of them looks over your shoulder, like, tippy toes looks over your shoulder.
I turn around.
Vivian is there, smile on her face. Oh, almost looks like she's
Oh.
about to laugh.
Oh, sorry about that. I go towards Vivian. Uh, hey, Vivian?
I didn't even realize he was in Elysium.
Bruh.
It's literally in his personal territory.
Ah, okay. Oh! Hey, nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too, Vivian. I have a small problem. It's, fuck, who was the, who were the people who were telling me? I was thinking it was Bobby and Jeanette.
Yes.
So Bobby and Jeanette just told me, somebody hurt Frank in hurt as in, he's completely and utterly fucked. He seems to be a vegetable, kinda. So could you just call the sheriff over if possible? Also, do you maybe know anything about this? Since you are older.
Not off the top of my head. Maybe if I go take a look at him real quick.
Yeah, he's just over there.
How much occult do you have, Epic? Not a
2, I
lot.
think.
Then roll for me at 6 because you are older than the other two. Yeah, brain's definitely scrambled, and as a Malkavian that has some dementation, dementation might be one of the things that could do this if you are good enough at it. The others didn't mention that part to Demi though, so you know.
Well, that's not good.
Brain does seem to be reacting now though, but you know, you know. Still seems mildly shook up about what happened.
I'm going to try and talk to Frank and just see if he can walk me through what's happened to him. Anything strange lately?
Okay. Roll me a luck die. Okay. Yeah, I met this vampire that was passing through, but he was just some old fart that just it was just some random neonate.
Could you give me a description of this vampire?
He gives you a description. It is not your sire. But if it was, probably under Obfuscate 3, so you know.
I mean, I'm not sure she would immediately go, my sire. More of, might be a Malkavian. Focused in dementation.
Let's see. What does he have? Yeah, no, it's not a description you recognize.
Okay. I'll before calling up the sheriff, I think I'm going to go ahead and talk to some of the other Malkavians, see if they know of anybody that might have come into town recently.
Bobby and Jeanette are here, and as far as they know, nobody new has been showing up at the clan territories, or, you know, uh, at the meeting spot, so, they don't know of anyone new.
Alright, I'll go back over to Halfdan. I think it might be...
And at that point, you are interrupted when Kenzia walks up and just holds a finger under Halfdan's nose and goes, "You! What the fuck are you doing with her? You stay the fuck away from her, you bastard!" It's the new
Vivian's gonna
gangrel.
have a hand over her mouth. She seems to be giggling quite fiercely.
Excuse me? What's going on?
I knew that you were a pervert. There are fucking stories about you, but really? A little girl? Fucking really? You fucking disgust
Whoa, whoa,
me.
Whoa. Excuse me, but I do not go for little girls. I look for professionals.
You stay the fuck away from her, or I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm Halfdan, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Fuck you!
Now, Kenzie.
Yeah, I think
Calm
I'm just
down
gonna
a
start backing away like in a diagonal line, both from her and Vivian, and sort of like give a quick glance to Vivian, like sort of like pointing my eyes to my head. It's like telepathically communicate with me.
She can't without spending willpower because she has to read your surface thoughts.
No, she doesn't. We already said that she can.
She
read
can
it. Well,
project,
I can
but
send thoughts.
yeah, you can't
Yeah.
two-way communicate. If she uses clairvoyance, then you are talking out loud to her while she's beaming it into your mind.
Yeah, that's generally how that's been working.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I've told a couple people, yeah, just talk and I'll be able to hear you. Don't worry. So.
That's why I'm gonna sort of back away so I get some privacy.
No, Kenzia, don't worry. You want to walk
Kenzia.
around?
It's Kenzie and
I'm
not
going to call her
Kenzia.
Kenzie. I'm going to call her Kenzie. All right, Kenzie. Want to walk around? This is the first time I've been to the Elysium.
What have they... Have they been giving you anything to drink?
I don't know. Not lately. Maybe I could use some milk or something. That's all right. Don't worry.
Oh no, not milk, you stupid fuck!
She face palms and just shake those fucking monsters. Santa Maria. Okay, so she's gonna attempt to do two things in rapid succession. She's gonna try and use rigor mortis on half that, and she's gonna try and pick you up and run.
Brilliant.
Absolute fuck.
Fucking brilliant.
So, Demi, you feel your muscles lock up.
This isn't good.
Oh, right, she does have... Okay, so buff strength. Vivian, you see Halfdan freeze in place, and, Kenzia is attempting to grab you. Would you like to try and resist?
Nah, this seems like fun.
Okay, she picks you up and starts running. Halfdan,
Could I like sort of since I'm kind of can I properly walk? I doubt, right?
you can try and break out of it early. Give me a willpower roll at 7.
Okay. Do. Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so you're frozen for another turn as they are just disappearing among the trees.
I was just,
Vivian is just laughing out loud now.
I was gonna see if like, am I able to talk, like sort of still somewhat.
Essentially you're locked in place for like 10 seconds. You're able to talk and move immediately after that. It's 2 turns. You can still pursue them. They will have essentially like 4 automatic successes on essentially there are 4 successes ahead of you on a contested roll to, catch up, but you can go chasing them.
I wasn't planning on chasing. I was just gonna, inform the others. Somebody just kidnapped Vivian. And I'm gonna see with the Maliks so that if they could sort of find out where she's going, and have me and maybe some other
Okay.
girl just go after.
As soon as you call that out, Maxim just go, like a lion, snapping up from eating, looks in that direction, and you see him start to blur.
Oh, she's so fucked. That Giovanni's so fucked. Rip Giovanni.
At this point, I'm gonna need Halfdan, Maxim, Kenzie, and Vivian to be in initiative. Because I have a feeling someone's about to get stabbed horribly here.
Nope. I'm dead last, boy.
I think you should give Vivian a roll for Auspex.
She isn't in any danger, so difficulty 8 for it. Cause yeah. You don't know how it's about to turn out, but this has gone at this point, it's already gone too far.
Alright. Put me down, don't worry.
Oh
I'm a
no,
vampire,
you
silly.
calling out happens in initiative at this point. No.
Okay.
Halfdan, what do after calling out?
Try and pursue.
Okay. Kenzie would like to keep running and save the little girl. She is gonna buff dexterity by 2.
Yeah,
She's so fucked.
I forgot to declare about the fucking.
And I'm just going to try and explain really quick. Silly, I'm a vampire.
Which of you moves first? For 2 and for 3, you have the advantage over her. Demi? Well, Kenzie and Vivian can't see this, but you saw Maximus start to blur, and yeah, his intention is main action, celerity action, or possibly 2 celerity actions if that's what it takes. Catch up, and then attack.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Somebody just kidnapped Vivian.
He would
over here calling me.
He would like to leap at the interloper, and
I hope he won't kill, but
I mean, I'll be honest. I think you are generally smart enough to know that this is probably a prank by Vivian.
Maxim doesn't. His elder
Oh, not
literally
Maxim,
told
Halfdan.
yeah, someone. It's his duty to shank a bitch now. He's the keeper.
Yep, it is his
I
duty.
guess I mean, at this point, I might realize it, but you know, in the sort of in the moment, definitely no. So,
Yeah, by the way, I'm guessing that I can't tell that he's coming because he's quite
I'm
far away
probably
at this
just
point.
trying to tell Maxim shit well
He's already accelerating you, and keep in mind, I'm not gonna let you do that anyway because that botch on alertness was for detecting things starting to go south, and well, you botched that, so you're still
Alright.
distracted by Frank to some extent. So I'm gonna say you haven't realized just yet.
okay then.
You'll be able to realize immediately afterwards, say after this turn, but not for this turn.
Okay, so I'm just keep continuing in the pursuit.
He shouldn't.
Better, did I clarify that I'm going to blood buff? I didn't, I think, right?
You
You
didn't.
didn't. No.
Okay, never mind then. Fuck it.
Okay, Maxim is using all of his celerities. So, for speed, they're essentially 4 successes away, and they're running. Let's see. Ah, crap, that's wrong because they have 4 dice. If he can get 2 successes on this next roll, he essentially is quick enough to catch up in 2 celerity actions. And now he uses a 3rd. So he just... I'm gonna roll his willpower. Because Kenzie is running, you are yelling out, and if he succeeds, he's just gonna jump out in front of her, essentially, in her path. This shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, suddenly Maxim is there, looking murderous in her path. She starts backing away. Demi, we're doing this. Roll me a Dex Athletics to see how far behind you are.
Okay.
Okay. You are within, even in, the unlighted night, you're close enough to see this happening. And Kenzie, when she turns to look to run the other way, can see you as well. So she knows she's trapped.
Oh.
I just tell everyone, look, she doesn't get that I'm a vampire yet.
She drops you. Turns to the side and stomps off. Maxim doesn't stop her.
Vivian's just gonna laugh on the ground for a while.
I sort of
That
look
was
both
sweet.
at I just look at Vivian's like, really? Really?
Maxim just... let's see, what would Maxim do here? Maxim looks at you, and then... I'm assuming... Who is your eye contact with, Halfdan?
Probably no one in particular right now.
Okay, then he glances up at Halfdan, but says to you... Well, he's really saying it to Halfdan, but, poorly played, Malkavian. Poorly played.
Is that what he thinks? I think we think different.
Oh, I'm gonna roll manipulation. What would this be? Probably expression. He sucks at that and he spend the willpower. He's gonna... Essentially, he's trying to create the impression, for you specifically, Demi, that the Malkavians are batshit insane. and, not reliable allies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's one success. So it's not necessarily obviously fake, but it's not particularly convincing.
Now, should I sort of like resist that, sort of a perception check to
No,
yourself?
it's mostly to determine how good his delivery is.
Ah, okay. And you get used to it.
Ah,
Well,
that's a sweet child over there.
you two are currently outside the Circle D Tremere cast. I suggest we head back to the others.
Yeah, let's. I sort of help Vivian get up from the ground.
All right. Hey, Maxie. You're also sweet. Don't worry.
He smiles at you. There's a few too many teeth.
I smile back. It's quite angelic.
Mm-hmm. Sure. That's fucking damn it. When you get back, Frank is telling the two Malkavians to fuck off. He isn't broken, and he's gonna go and hunt now.
Before we get in, once we actually get in the park, I'm just gonna if Maxon gets a bit further away, I'm just gonna turn to Vivian another quick. I know it's a joke and all, but could you please stop putting the impression that I'm a pedophile?
Wasn't my intention at all on that part, actually.
I just naturally look like one, I guess.
Oh my god.
God fucking.
Across the clearing,
I was
from a
trying to hint to her that I'm
conversation.
not a normal person. Apparently, it went a different way.
So, Demi, from across the ground, as you're saying this to Vivian, you see Michelle just look in your direction when you say that, while in the middle of a conversation with two other vampires.
Which Michelle?
There's
Yours.
too many. There's
The
too
one
many
with all
Michelles.
specs.
Okay. But it'd be funny if you
I,
said the one with obfuscate.
God damn it! Not even Michelle thinks I'm a. I'm just gonna get that fucking impression. I'm just gonna put my head down and just go over to Frank.
So what I was going to say was, this might actually be one of my sort's work. If so, it's not one of the ones that we know about.
Hold on. That's
So I was going to get the sheriff over here, and
yeah.
we can
Yeah,
probably
what kind of
talk
deal?
about it with Frank.
Yeah, definitely. In the meanwhile, I'm just gonna go and talk to Frank, see if he's still a-okay.
He's repeatedly telling everyone that he is perfectly fine. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that's.
Oh. What's his willpower? Oh dear.
Dumbledore got fucked again. Yep.
Okay. No. God fucking damn it.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear, I know what derangements to give him as well. Oh my fucking god. That's...
Poor people. Poor people. And because he said derangements, I think I know which one's being used.
Yeah. uh, I mean,
Oh well, I'll call the sheriff up, tell him something weird's going on with Frank. And Halfdan wants to talk to him. He's at the Elysium right now.
Okay. I think you handed over the weapons cache to the sheriff, right?
Pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
You see him just put down the half disassembled shotgun, go to the corner, pick up another one, and start loading it.
If that's what he wants to do.
Good old Kurt.
Okay. And on that, let's split the video. There's a lot. Aro is saying that there's a couple of bashing for failing to struggle free, but
I don't think there was any intention to harm any which way. So
no, I mean for
Yeah.
rigor mortis.
Oh.
that thing.
oh yeah, that's true. That does do bashing
Failure
damage.
causes a level of bashing damage, so you would have taken one bashing from that demi in trying to struggle against it.
Ah, okay. Unsoakable, also, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Oh.
It's part
I'm
of
just gonna-
fighting it.
I'm just gonna heal it off easily.
Right. And we're gonna split it here.